So nearby Lucas, what are we talking about today? You can't have forgotten already.
I did.
Is it gone? Have a think.
Oh, it's fast.
It's fast, yeah.
It's fast.
That one. It's The Flash. Barry Allen. So now you've had a moment to compose yourself nearby Lucas. Would you like to just let the lovely audience know what we're talking about today?
Yeah, it was just, he's so fast he was in and out of my brain that quick.
I know.
We're talking about, as you say, Barry Allen, The Flash.
The fastest man alive, unless you're watching the Flash TV show, in which case, whatever villains introduced that season is faster than he is.
Slightly, but then he has to overcome it by becoming slightly faster than them again.
God, that gimmick got old fast.
Yeah.
That got so old so fast. But I will give props to the Flash TV show for just all the, well, not all the memes, just that one meme of Grant Gustin behind the scenes in front of his own grave, yeah!
Just posing in front of the grave.
What a fucking hero. Oh, do you know my favourite thing about that show? Is Grant Gustin got his start on Glee.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was in Glee. He's one of the guys from the Warblers, the villains, the villain.
The villain.
The villains in Glee. And he's in that. And I think also the girl who plays Supergirl is also in Glee. And they have a musical episode of The Flash. It's the best episode.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because they have, obviously everyone can sing. It's fucking fun. Anyway, Barry Allen. So Barry Allen is the second incarnation of the Flash, the fastest man alive. Using his super speed powers, he taps into the Speed Force, becomes a costume crime fighter. I don't think we need any more than that. And then Lucas, you ready for some band names?
I'd hope so.
We have here the fastest man alive, the Sultan of Speed, the Scarlet Speedster, the Monarch of Motion.
Oh!
That is good. I did not know that one. The Black Flash, Parallax, Blue Lantern, the Transvisible Man, the Monarch of Motion. That's good.
I've not heard that one, as you said, as well.
That is very, very strong. And Lucas, would you like to just go straight to, we're going to speed right ahead to powers and abilities, because the Flashes must be ridiculous.
I mean, just the Speed Force alone, I've heard bits and bobs, and it just sounds broken.
What's your experience with the Flash then in media? Because I watched the Justice League Unlimited TV show, and I always felt like even in that show, not knowing much about comics as a kid, the Flash seems really underpowered. The idea that regular people could punch the Flash always confused me.
Yeah.
Same with every episode of that show, Superman will get backhanded by a random villain. It's he's Superman. How the hell is anyone hitting him away from the location?
True. Yeah, so I've watched Justice League Unlimited, a few of the DC animated films. I've read a couple of Justice League comics, and then I've played through Injustice 1 and 2 as well. So, I know a cursory bit and watched a few seasons of The Flash.
Yeah, I watched a few seasons of The Flash as well, because I thought it'd get better.
And then the gimmick got real old,
real fast. It's oh no, there's a reverse Flash. He can run as fast as I can backwards.
Well, no, the reverse Flash was the good bit.
Yeah, I would have loved it if the reverse Flash ran backwards. If he'd have done that, I'd have been on board all day. But yeah, my experience is quite similar, and I adore the Flash in the Injustice games. Because how the hell do you make the Flash the fastest man alive work in that game? And it's when he throws you, he punches you 55 million times, but you don't see it.
Yeah.
You just see your character get hit, and the Flash is there
And then I think he's got to have one of the best super moves.
Yeah.
Where he grabs you, runs you to prehistoric times, punches you into a T-Rex, and then grabs you and throws you back.
And then throws you into yourself in the present.
Into yourself, yeah.
So here we have powers and abilities, Speed Force, generation. Barry Allen is the very source and creator of the Speed Force. And my understanding of the Speed Force is that in our world, where we're talking right now, Lucas, we have the sound barrier, the light barrier, and the time barrier, I think. I think time barrier, or maybe
we're starting to get into a point where I don't know whether we're talking bullshit.
I can't remember, and I don't know if time barrier exists in our world or is the comic thing. But I think about this so much. And then in the comic books, they have the sound barrier, the light barrier, the time barrier, and then they have the Speed Force barrier. For this reason, he is unaffected if any other speedster tries to steal or drain his speed. He cannot be stopped by any force if he absorbs the Speed Force. And that's the thing in DC canon where all speedsters, even other Flashers, they all derive their power from the Speed Force, and they can steal the speed of other speedsters because that's a thing.
It gets real weird and complicated very fast.
But it doesn't work on Barry Allen because he is the Speed Force. And we have here superhuman speed, well, of course. Barry has the potential to be the fastest of all of the Flashers and is arguably one of the fastest beings in all of existence. He is fast enough to easily outpace Superman.
And I hate
Canon.
when people have that argument.
Say no.
Who's faster? Who could win in a race? Superman or the Flash? I'd say the Flash would win the race before Superman knows what's fucking happening.
And then you have one of those great quotes from one of the comics where Superman says, well, I've beaten you a few times, Barry. And Barry says, those were for charity, Clark. So we're racing for charity. I'm not going to run at like 8 times the speed of light in downtown, like Metropolis, because I'll just eradicate the universe.
It's like Superman's fast.
He's very fast,
You know,
yeah.
very, very fast. But he can't just run to the end of the universe or whatever
Also,
the
as
fuck
well,
he does.
as we've just mentioned, Barry Allen is the source of all speed. So he can just, if he needs to, he can just get faster.
Yeah.
His speed is so immeasurable that he has moved faster than and reacted to in less than an attosecond. An attosecond is 1/quintillionth of a second. To put this in perspective, 1 attosecond is to 1 second what 1 second is to the age of the universe. It's just, what do you do? Invisibility on Earth 1, Barry Allen could use his super speed to turn invisible. I was sure he wasn't just running away.
You know what? Not invisibility, but that's one of my favourite things he does when he blurs his face with his speed.
And he taught Superman how to do it. 'Cause that's the thing in the comics. Barry Allen teaches Superman how to vibrate his face real fast so photos always come out blurry. And one of the things about characters like the Flash, like people who run very fast, that annoys me about a lot of the fiction where they're portrayed, is like they never show them running in a cool way.
They just kind of have somebody blur them out.
Yeah. In the Flash TV show, obviously, just budget constraints. They have like, it'll blur off screen, they'll have like a wind cannon hit someone.
Yeah.
And then in like, I'd like the one in X-Men with Quicksilver where the world slows down, he just runs at normal speed.
I think that's got to be like the easiest and coolest way to
Most
probably
visually
show
impressive
it.
one, yeah. And then Zack Snyder ripped it off for the Justice League.
Of course he did, of course.
Have you ever seen as well why the Flash in those Justice League movies runs like he shit himself?
No.
It's because Zack Snyder says, well, the Flash wouldn't run because when you're moving that fast, there'd be no friction, so he should move like a speed skater. And that's why he slides from side to side. He's like a speed skater on ice. Because Zack Snyder thought, no, he wouldn't run.
Let's stop talking about Zack Snyder.
Let's move on. Speed Force Aura. The Speed Force manifests an aura around the speedster, and whatever they are carrying, protecting them from the adverse effects of their speed. So there's friction with the air, airborne particle matter, kinetic impacts, G-force, and all. And that's like, again, secondary powers that he has to have. Because, yeah, if he's running at Mach 3 carrying someone, the face is going to melt off.
But I do appreciate where in Days of Future Past, they have that moment with Magneto, where they break him out of the prison, and Quicksilver grabs the back of his head, and he's like, this is gonna like be a bit weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hold on to the back of your head so your head doesn't like fly off and snap your neck.
And he himself has to wear goggles so like, the air doesn't rush into his eyes. And there's even like some cool little details with that where he's constantly listening to the headphones. Yeah. Have you seen the theory on that where it's like, oh, he's listening to it's tweaked to play at maximum speed?
Oh.
It's overclocked so it plays the
Yeah.
music really, really fast. So when he's running fast, it sounds like it's playing not. It's like, why is it playing normal speed when he's running really fast?
Because yeah, like the song is playing in time with him in the scene, but the scene is actually 1 second long.
Yeah, it's like when you see him playing multiple versions of a game, it's that really stupid scene. It's like, why is he playing like Pac-Man and like ping pong at the same time? No, he's waiting for the next move to happen in Pac-Man, and while he's waiting, in all that time, he's got to do something else. So accelerated healing, yeah. I don't even need an explanation for that. Dimensional travel. Barry is capable of breaking the dimensional barrier with his speed to traverse between dimensions and enter the Speed Force at will.
That's when he's so scary, like when he gets to the point where he can do that like intentionally
Yeah.
rather than accidentally run through time.
Because you have that in the Justice League Unlimited TV show, don't you, where he runs really fast when he's fighting like Brainiac. And he like runs away. I love that moment because he starts to run away and Brainiac starts shit talking like, that's it, what a loser. And then like, wait, what's that? And then you just see Barry Allen come from the other side of it's like, did he just run around? No, he runs around the world. Enhanced mental processes. Barry's mental capacities are greatly enhanced by the Speed Force, allowing him to think at the speed of light and perceive events that last less than an attosecond. It says here that he's capable of reading at superhuman rates and accumulating mass amounts of knowledge in seconds. And I think one of the things that he does is he reads every book in a library to learn how to build a building and then rebuilds a building while it's collapsing and then moves everyone from the building into the new building. That's the thing he does in one comic. Flight, Barry can achieve partial aerial locomotion by spinning his body like a propeller. He's capable of running in the frictionless vacuum of space, or from even beyond the life barrier without the need of a solid surface to run along. Or run all around the world until he reaches escape velocity and flies into outer space.
Now that is what I like.
Just, whoa! And have you seen the one as well? I think it's in Justice League Unlimited where, okay, we need the Flash to run really fast in space to power up like a device that's going to stop the sun going supernova. It's like, but I can't run in space. So they have the Green Lantern follow him and make a racetrack in space.
Let's get this cosmic treadmill rolling.
Bring home the gold, Hotshot.
I love shit like that. Then we have some trivia. To protect the secret identities, Wally West has recalled that Barry insisted that they be late for everything.
Oh yeah, that's one detail I love about the Flash.
He's late for everything, and he does it on purpose. Because like, why would the guy who's chronically late all the time be the Flash?
Well, opposite way round. Why would the Flash ever be late?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and he says that he hasn't seen the beginning of a movie in 10 years. Barry is the younger twin, as his twin brother Malcolm was the first baby removed from the womb by Dr. Gilmore. As a hobby, Barry likes to research trivia and would occasionally recite them to other people, dubbing them Flash Facts. Hey! Me and the Flash got something in common. Among all the detectives in the superhero community, Batman appreciates Barry Allen's optimistic outlook, a man who saw his work as protecting the innocent instead of damning the guilty. Following fact, Barry Allen supports the death penalty. What a juxtaposition! He's such an optimist. He's always looking on the bright side. He wants to protect the. He's not about punishing the guilty. He supports the death penalty.
No, he's optimistic that everybody that breaks the law is going to die.
Thing is, though, he doesn't need to support it. He can just make it happen. Like, imagine if every criminal in the world suddenly and without warning just had their head turned all the way around. Do you know how pissed off Batman would be? There was nothing he could do to stop it.